This was probably the worst game from the Lightning I've seen probably since that Bruins game last year at home. This was just a bad night for the Lightning. Everything was going wrong. One of the best passers in the NHL couldn't make a pass. One of the best skaters in the league, Braden Point, was tripping and falling. Hedman was missing the net. Everyone just looked off last night. It really felt like the Lightning had the yips, like the puck was covered in butter and no one could hold on to it. It was just a rough game. I think there were like 3 turnovers in the first 3 minutes, and then turnovers in like the neutral zone, the offensive zone, the defensive zone, everywhere. It was like every time the Lightning had the puck, they gave it away. Like making a pass looked difficult for them last night. I hate when home fans boo their own team, especially when Lightning fans do it, because we've been so spoiled over the last, like, probably 10 years. But I would have been surprised if the fans didn't boo last night because it was that bad. There were wide open looks that were passed off, clear attempts at the net that were never shot. Last year, there was a stretch in January where the Lightning would clearly outplay their opponent, then somehow lose on, like, the most unlucky play or shot. That was not this game. This was just bad. This was yips. I can't explain it any other way. And it didn't help that the Devils looked like absolute professionals. Their passing, shooting, and checking was crisp and on point and accurate. They were far and away the better team last night, without question. I think the only positive is that despite getting outplayed in almost every part of the game, the Lightning only lost by 2. Having such a bad game this early in the season is definitely scary, but we saw this a few times last year, and I'm hoping it was just a bad night overall for everyone. Vasi looked like a stud as usual. He made some amazing saves, and the goals he let in I don't think would have been saved by anyone in the league. As far as other positives, I'm a huge fan of Connor Geekie this year. Like, it was a rough night for everyone, but he showed a ton of potential, I thought. Despite only having 9 minutes of ice time, Yanni Gourde looked great. That shot he had in the second was just money. I also think that once we get everyone on the roster actually playing, we can gauge the team a little bit better. Nick Paul really ensures the bottom 6 are productive, and Girgensons makes a huge difference on the PK, and Moser will definitely help us defensively. I still don't think it's time to panic yet, but I think we need a full month before we can start apologizing to Jeff Blashill for being so harsh. Maybe not. I don't think Lightning fans will like that. Maybe the back-to-back games coming on Monday and Tuesday will help the players get into a rhythm and get the system down. Otherwise, it could be a long October and November. Thanks for watching.